Welcome everybody to the Eastbourne tournament. Both of these matches are in Eastbourne because it's a combined event for ATP and WTA. We've got Eala. She comes with the quali. She's taking on Bronzetti, which I said yesterday during Eala's match. One of the best cases was to play against Bronzetti because Bronzetti's not really a grass player. So Eala got a nice first round. But the winner of this match will take on possibly Ostapenko. So I'd say I'm all for that rematch. Let's get the rematch with Eala Ostapenko round 2. Now, we also got Bergs versus Fonseca. So Fon's playing on the grass. Very unlucky last week. Lost in a very close 3-setter. And he is trying to get a win on grass. Bergs, no joke though. Bergs can play. So this is not going to be easy for Fons. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? Are we ready for Grass Week 3? Final preparations for Wimbledon. The last chance for everybody to get any form. Eala, Penko, bring it on. Yeah, Penko should win against Cartel, but then again, Penko sometimes loses matches that we think she should win. But I'd love to see a rematch between Eala and Penko. That'd be real fun. We already got to see the Swiatek rematch, which was unexpectedly, round 2 was unexpectedly fast, right? We didn't think they'd play that quickly after. So round 2 Penko would be fun too. And then we just need round 2 for Keys, maybe, and that would be it. I'm at bets on these matches. Cool. Well, good luck to you. Good luck. Dasher's defending her title in Eastbourne, right? Yes. Dasher is the defending champion, and she is the number 1 seed as well. So yeah. She is taking on Sun. I mean, she's got a tough draw. Raducanu, Jabeur, Kenin, all in that section. So yeah, Dasher is the defending champion, and Fritz is on the men's side, which is where he's over there. Bad on Berg, defending champion is Schneider, which is interesting. And then over in Mallorca, defending champion is Tabilo, but I don't think he's playing because I think he pulled out of Wimbledon too. I think so. He's not playing any grass. Fonseca slipped in 8-8 in final set tiebreakers, which is reason why he lost. He slipped at 8-all. Oh, yeah, he did. That's true. He did slip over at 8-all, and that did cause him to lose the point. Correct. All right. Also, Bad on Berg has already started. Everything kind of started yesterday. It's weird. The week before a slam's weird because everything starts like a day early because they have to end a day early. So everything finishes on Saturday. Finals on Saturday, and then we get a day off before Wimbledon starts on Monday. So it's this is weird. Weird times. But, final preparations, and then we get Wimbledon. In literally a week, we watch Wimbledon. This time next week, Wimbledon. Wimbledon begins. The 3rd slam. The biggest slam, the most important Grand Slam of them all. Also, Noskova and Bencic and Towson are all playing at the moment. So that's fun. Draw comes out at the end of the week for Wimbledon, so that's fun as well. So much to do. So much to do. Also, later on we've got Osaka playing as well. And then I think Swiatek will play tomorrow. So we'll watch her. Raducanu also plays tomorrow. So we're just going to do a little bit of juggling for all of those things, all of those players. Wimbledon draws at the end of the week. I'm not exactly sure what time or day, but I think it's like later in the week. Could be Thursday. What time will this start? It should start in like 5 minutes. I don't know what the weather's like though, because the weather in Eastbourne can be shitty because, of course, it's in the UK, and the weather in the UK is not always reliable. But as far as I know, it's going to be on. We're going to start. It was really windy yesterday though, so the wind is going to be probably the problem all week. But we should be good to go, unless I haven't heard anything, unless you guys have. All right. What is the question? By the way, what does the Q mean? Oh, so we'll do this as an experiment, just to kind of help. By the way, sunshine in Eastbourne, love to see it. So you'll probably notice, like when you look at a draw, you see like all these little random symbols. So I'm hoping that I'll try and incorporate them more into the stream, so that way we can talk about them more, because they are important, and hopefully it answers questions. So a Q is a qualifier. When you see a number next to somebody's name, which none of these players have a number, but when you see a number, it means they're a seeded player, and then there'll be wild cards, protected rankings, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how we go. We might not do it all the time, but I feel like it's a good. It's good to kind of show like who are qualities and stuff. And again, maybe we won't do it all the time, but just to kind of help anybody who's wondering what all it all means. So Eala's a qualifier. If you don't have anything next to your name, it means you're just you're just a normal player who is ranked high enough to make it into the main draw, really. So that is what that means. Maybe I should put together like a cheat sheet or something, like a I don't know, something. Yeah, LL means lucky loser. Yeah. By the way, speaking of lucky losers, so Wong pulled out of Bad on Berg and got replaced. I can't remember who she got replaced by, but I think it was Kruger. So yeah, Wong pulling out this week. No surprise. She played the final last week, played so much tennis last week. So Wong's not playing this week. And I think Kruger replaced her. So that happened. 1,000 away from a $250,000. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. We might get there sooner than I expected, which will be fun. We should have a meetup face-to-face and watch Tour live as a group with Cam. I mean, that'd be cool. I don't know how we'd do that, but that would be cool. We have to rent out like a bar or something and then stream from the bar. All right. If Eala wins, she might play Ostapenko. Yes. If Eala wins, she might have to play Ostapenko, which I love. I love that. I would love to see that rematch. That'd be so much fun. It'd be such a fun rematch. Because it was such a great... it was the start of the Eala Miami run. I mean, she beat Penko. That was the first one of the bunch. All right, Fonseca's coming out on court against Bergs. Love to see it, chat. By the way, chat, I know that I haven't heard it yet, but I'm sure somebody will come in and be like, "Oh, these players, they're not very good. They're actually very overhyped." These two players are actually that good, and especially this guy. This guy here, this 18-year-old guy who Roger Federer put on the payroll of On for no. I mean, he doesn't just pick anybody. He picks players that he thinks are going to do stuff. He doesn't just On have a couple of athletes. He doesn't just throw money at everybody like Nike kind of grab everybody or like Adidas. On are very particular. They don't pick players unless they believe they're going to win things to sell shirts. So this guy's wearing On. You know he must be good. Gaboli, Shelton, Swiatek, and Fonseca. Right? Those are the 4 On athletes. Federer's he knows. Federer knows. And Fonseca is under that umbrella, so he must, if Federer knows, we should pay attention. Ostapenko was actually happy and smiling after the loss of the Eala, which is a surprise. I mean, look, Penko is not as bad and scary as people think. I don't know why people don't, she is cool. We love Penko. We are a pro Penko channel. By the way, chat, Putintseva and Sakari, I want to see them play again, please. Putintseva on Instagram was reposting a clip of Zachary twice not looking at the person when they were shaking hands. I was like, oh, that is so funny. I love it. It's so petty, but I love it. Because now I want to see them play tomorrow. I want to see them play again. We need Putintseva Zachary round 2. Come on now. We need that. We need that rematch. We need that rematch at Wimbledon. It's the best rivalry. It's the most spiciest rivalry, I think, in tennis at the moment. Putintseva Zachary. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I want Fonseca Eala and Alcaraz Raducanu playing each other. Okay, cool. Well, maybe one day, if you're lucky, they might play. By the way, chat, went to the thrift today. Saw a lovely painting that was $25. I was going to get it, but then I thought, nah, I won't get it yet because I haven't got my project sorted yet. But I bought one DVD. Well, actually, I bought 3 discs, 1 DVD, and it was a Bill Murray 3. It was Ghostbusters. It was Stripes. Groundhog Day. 3 Bill Murray classics. It was a Bill Murray trilogy. And I got all of them. So all 3 Bill Murray. I wish it had Caddyshack, though. I don't have Caddyshack, but it's on my list. But I got a Bill Murray marathon ready to go. How to become your monthly member subscriber? I think if you press... They've changed it up. It used to be a join button. But if you press like the subscribe button that has a plus next to it, it comes up with a list. You don't have to be a member. It's only $1 a month if you want to, but you don't have to. Usually if you come to enough streams, people gift memberships and you get one for free. If you stick around. I wonder if I can gift a membership. Hang on, let me check. Groundhog Day is a good one. Oh, Groundhog Day is a good one. For sure. Bergs is going to serve first, by the way. Let me see if I can... Can I gift memberships? But yeah, it's $1 a month. And then you can join the Discord, join the members' Discord, especially if you're a member, join the members' Discord. That is there for members only. But I don't think the join button's a thing anymore. They got rid of the join button, which is sort of annoying because it was easier to just press the join button. I think you have to press the subscribe button. I think. They changed it. Again, it's only $1 a month, but again, if you don't want it, don't have to. Like I said, stick around long enough and you'll probably get a gifted membership. If you watch enough of the channel, that usually happens. Was Ostapenko playing on any grass tournament this season? She has, but not as... I don't know if... she hasn't been so super successful because we haven't talked about her much on grass, have we? All right, Fonseca and Bergs. Bergs is going to serve. We've also got Eala and Bronzetti. They've just started. Eala serving. Love 15. Who you got, Chad? I'm going to go with Eala in... I'm going to go Eala in straights. I reckon Eala will get the win. Bronzetti's good, but she's not a clay quarter. So she's more of a clay quarter. So you would think that Eala would have the advantage. Or I would think that. You have to subscribe, then it will say subscribe plus, and you can click again to join. Yeah. I think that's so silly because how the hell are people supposed to know that? I think the join button was so much easier to get people to be members. It's way easier to help people if they want to become a member. Love 15 as Eala goes in the forehand of Bronzetti. Forehand from Eala. As Bronzetti backhand. Goes the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Bronzetti again. In the net. 15 all. The subscribe. It's like press the subscribe button twice. It's like, why would you do that? YouTube would make it so much harder to do things. But whatever. All right. 15 all. By the way, chat, we have changed the stream around a little bit, so hopefully you enjoy it. All right, 15 all. I think the scoreboard looks nice and streamlined, personally, but that's just me. 30-15. Eala. As Eala serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Congrats on what, 249K? I know, right? We're getting so close to $250,000. It's crazy. All right. Eala serves into the backhand of Bronzetti. Return the forehand of Eala. As Bronzetti forehand can't get there with the forehand, and it's 40-15. So winner of this will take on either Cartel or Ostapenko in the next round. So either way, it's not going to be easy because Ostapenko on grass can be super scary, and then Cartel, being a local, you know. All right, 40-15. Hello, Cam, do you sleep? Yeah, sometimes. As we serve now the forehand of Bronzetti. Bronzetti hits it out. 1-love Eala. She takes the first game of the match. All right, Bergs serving first. Chat, let me know who you got winning these matches. Who have you got winning these matches? I'm going to go Eala and Fonseca, but it's probably not a surprise. All right, 15-all. And Bronzetti's going to serve a fault, second serve. As Fonseca gets a 15-30, chance for him to break straight away. Eala Fonseca for me. Okay, Eala Fonzie. All right. Yeah, Eala beat Penko in over in Miami. So it'd be cool to have a rematch. Okay, love 15. Eala takes the first point. Bronzetti serves. Fault. Second serve. As return goes the forehand of Bronzetti. Backhand from Eala into the backhand of Bronzetti as Eala with the forehand again to the backhand of Bronzetti on the stretch. Eala backhand. Cross-court winner. Love 30. Is this probably, I wouldn't say the easiest match that she's going to, like the easiest match of the three matches this week. But I think this match against Bronzetti is probably going to be easier for Eala than against Baptiste. Baptiste is a lot more of a dangerous game that would be suited to grass, whereas, like I said, Bronzetti's game is not an aggressive. She's not an aggressive big hitter. She's more of a clay courter, and she'll rally and rally, which is great for Eala because that way she can try and be the aggressor, you know. Whereas yesterday when she was taking on, and also yesterday was super windy. I don't know if it's as windy as yesterday. But yeah, yesterday, Baptiste was hitting the ball with a lot more unpredictability. Like she was hitting a lot more slice, a lot more kind of drop shotty kind of shots coming to the net. Bronzetti won't do that. Bronzetti's not going to come to the net. She's not going to slice. She's going to stay on the baseline rally until either she gets a good ball to hit or someone makes an error, right? So probably a better matchup for Eala. Now, if this was on clay, it'd be a terrible matchup, but it's not. All right, Bronzetti, 15-30. It is windy, by the way. Still windy. All right. As the Eala breaks, Bronzetti broke into love. Eala already breaks it 7 minutes in. Bergs held first game of the match. 1-love. Pia.
Thanks again for covering Alex.
No.
Hope someone sends me membership. No +W subscribe and double click. Want to be a member. A tennis enthusiast now.
That's all right. Thank you, Pia, for the 5. Appreciate that. Or for the 450. Like I said, if you come to enough streams, usually gifted members, go to the people that hang out here the most. So if you stick around, it should... you might get one. Again, YouTube need to figure out a feature that people can get memberships gifted to them, specifically. So someone in the chat can be like, hey, you can have this one. But unfortunately, YouTube don't do that. By the way, I'll tell you this, chat. I kind of love the... people are probably going to hate it, but I kind of love the center court diamond pattern in the grass. It's kind of sick. It's really like weird, but I like it. It's really it looks weird, but I like it. I think it's hard to see some lines, which kind of sucks, but I'm like, who cares? It looks cool. It kind of looks sick. It's only on center court, I think, but it's kind of like they've got the traditional you know how they have the traditional different multicolored lines. Every second line is a little bit lighter. Multicolored strips on the grass. But then they've got this weird square pattern, which looks really weird, but I kind of think it's sick. It's very it's like a football pitch, I guess. They kind of do that, don't they? Anyways, 40-love. Eala is dominating. And Fonseca's down a break point, 30-40. All right. Fonseca survives. We get to do it. By the way, Eala's up 3-love. All right. As we serve out wires and ace, 40-love. Advantage Fonseca. Eala 3-love already. Dominating this match. What's going on, Timothy? How you doing? Wonder why they decided the center court, the one with Fonseca, be only one like that. Yeah, I don't know, but it looks cool. As Fonseca gets the game, 1-all. Yeah, I wonder why. I guess they wanted to just kind of maybe make the center court look a little bit more special. Make it look different, stand out a little more. So when you're playing on center court, it's got a different vibe, but... yeah, I think it's cool. I can understand why people would hate it. Because it kind of is weird to see diagonal lines on a tennis court. Diagonal lines are very, they can kind of, they're misleading, but I think it kind of looks cool. I appreciate that they've tried to do something a little different. It definitely is different. Back and inside out at the front of Bergs, and Bergs sits it out, love 15. Eala already 3-love up. As we're to back in from Bronzetti into the front of Eala. Down the line from Eala as a winner. Whew. Love 15. Love 15, Eala on fire. As Berg serves an ace and it's 15-all. Not another Lynette match? God forbid. What do you mean? Lynette's not playing today. As it a 4 now from Bronzetti. She overhits it though. I think, or what happened? Oh, the ball kid moved. I think the ball kid moved. Did the ball kid move? Bronzetti's not happy. Even Eala's saying, I think the ball kid went to go collect the ball. I don't know what the ball kid definitely moved. They're going to replay the point, I think. Or not. Or is it 15-0? Eala, I don't know what happened. Was it the ball kid or was it something else? I think, no, it's 15-0. So Bronzetti must have hit it in. Or I can't hear. I'm not listening to it. I don't know what happened. Anyways, Bronzetti won the point, 15-0. Also 15-40, Fonseca, chance to break. As the backhand goes into the forehand of Bronzetti, then a forehand from Eala, and then Bronzetti hits it long. Let me have a look what happened. Oh, WTA doesn't let you go backwards. Oh, that's really annoying. I want to see what happened. God damn it. You can't go backwards on the thing. That's annoying. 15:30. Anyways, 15:40. Chance for 15:40 on both courts. Break points for both Fonseca and Eala. Eala's already got a break though. 3-love. The ball kid did move. Okay, so it was the ball kid. No. The ball kid did move, so I think and it must have been called a hindrance. So that's why so Bronzetti, okay, so I'll explain what happened. 15:40. She double faults and it's 4-love on Eala. So what happened was Eala hit a short ball, Bronzetti came in, she hit the winner, but as she went to hit the winner, the ball kid stood up to do something. I guess maybe because the ball kid thought the ball was going to go in the net from Eala, maybe, or Bronzetti was going to hit. I don't know. Ball kid stood up or went to move, and the umpire must have called hindrance. But because Bronzetti hit a winner and Eala's like, well, yeah, you hit the winner. I mean, I was never getting that back. It didn't make any sense. The ball kid didn't make me miss it, right? I think that's what happened. So the umpire must have called a hindrance, which means they would have replayed the point because the ball kid moved. But then Eala's like, you won that point. I was never going to win that point. It's 15-0, right? So that's great for Eala, right? Eala could have been like, umpire said, or, but Eala must have said, well, she did say, yeah, that's your point. Don't worry, that person didn't make me miss it, right? But that must have been what happened. The umpire must have called a hindrance. It's the only explanation why that happened. Anyways, Bergs holds from break points down advantage. 2-1. Yeah, great sportsmanship by Eala. She could have easily just said, well, the umpire said replay, so we're going to do that. But Bronzetti was like, I hit a winner. Like, yeah, Bronzetti hit a winner and the ball kid didn't make any difference. 30-love. Eala's still kicking ass, though, so it doesn't even really matter. All right. As Eala 40-love. As Eala serves, you got a 5-love. Serve out wide the backhand of Bronzetti. Return goes to the front of Eala. Bronzetti into the backhand of Eala. Again to the front of Bronzetti. As Eala with a forehand down the line. Bronzetti backhand into the backhand of Eala. And Eala overhits it 40-15. 40-15. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah, I think that's like, I mean, again, I missed a little bit of it, so I couldn't hear what the umpire was saying, but I'm going to guess the umpire called hindrance, and that's what the turn of events was. All right, 40-15. As Eala serves a fault second serve. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We are going to be watching Eala this week. And amongst other players, there's a lot of players playing this week, and then Wimbledon next week. So if you don't know what Wimbledon is, it's like the biggest tournament in the world. Tennis tournament in the world. 5-love Eala. First time Eala's playing the main draw of Wimbledon as well, so it's a big deal for Eala. Because Wimbledon is like the biggest tournament in tennis, right? It's the tournament. When you're a kid and you play tennis, Wimbledon is what you want to play. So Eala gets to play that for the first time this year. So dream come true kind of stuff, you know? All right. 40 love as Fonseca looks to level this first set. That goes in the net from Bergs. Fonseca holds 2-2. Where am I watching this? You can watch this on WTA TV. That is where to watch it. All right. 2-0. Berg serves. Or if you want to watch the men's match, it's on Tennis TV. Tennis TV. All right. Bronzetti serving to get a game. "17 minutes in, 5-love Eala." Crazy start. Serve out wide the backhand of Eala. Return goes in, it goes out. And it's 15-love. All right, 15-love Bergs. As he serves a fault, second serve. Watching from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Hey, what's going on? By the way, Chad, do we like the scoreboards better or the same as they were yesterday or the other day? Anyways, before now from Bronzetti, that goes out. It's 15-0. On both courts, it's 15-0. I like the scoreboards. I think they look great, but I made them, so I'm biased. 15-0. As Bronzetti serves again. Serve from Bergs is a fault, second serve. Potentially a Fritz versus Fonseca second round could be exciting. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I want to see that. Is it a point now from Eala? Up goes a lob by Bronzetti, but Eala's got the easy winner. 15-30. Eala wants the bagel. Tennis TV doesn't cover Grand Slams, unfortunately, but it covers everything else on the men's side, and WTA TV on the women's side. At least that's how I watch it. I don't know if it's available in every country. Some people say that Tennis TV and WTA TV aren't available, so they have to watch it by watching like Tennis Channel might have it, but I don't have Tennis Channel. Tennis Channel is not available in Australia, so I go with Tennis TV and I go with WTA TV for the non-slam events. All right, 30-0. Bergs, by the way, 3-2. He stays in front. All right, a chance for Eala to bagel. Bronzetti trying to avoid that. Serving in the back of Eala. Eala hits it wide. And Bronzetti gets to 40-30. 40-30. WTA TV is not available. Yeah, I don't know then. I'm not sure. Tennis TV Plus is here in the US. Yeah, so Tennis TV is the like America. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to. I think if you go to the WTA website, they should have a. They should have. At least the Grand Slams have this. When you go to the WTA website, there should be a list of broadcast how to watch WTA. Here we go. So there's a list. If you write in WTA broadcasters, it'll show you from which countries show it where. And WTA TV is the one that I use because I'm from Australia. But if you're from the Philippines, it says here Tap DMV. You can watch it on Tap DMV. Whatever that is. I'm not sure what WTA TV is available in. I'm not sure. Anyways, Deuce, Bronzetti trying to avoid a bagel. As that goes the net from Bronzetti. And it's advantage Eala to take the set. By the way, Eala's doing a lot of stretching today. She has played a lot of tennis over the last couple of weeks. I mean, this is I think her sixth match. I want to say sixth match in like 8 days. I'll double check that because I might have made that up. Backhand return goes to forehand Bronzetti. Into the backhand of Eala. Bronzetti forehand. Into the backhand of Eala as Bronzetti hits a backhand again to the backhand of Eala. And that hits a tape. Bronzetti hits a slice. Into the forehand of Eala as Bronzetti backhand again on the stretch. Eala forehand again to the backhand of Bronzetti on the stretch. Eala with a backhand cross. Bronzetti guesses right with a forehand. Eala in control as Bronzetti slice goes in again. And then Eala with a drop shot winner. Great rally. And Eala takes the bagel. 6-love. First set. All right. 6-love to Eala. That is how it's done. All right. WTA TV is available in the Philippines. Oh, there you go. All right, Eala, 6-love first set. Fonseca holds, by the way, 3-all. So Eala did not face a break point. By the way, chat, we've said this so many times, but Eala, in her serve was a problem, right? Everyone was saying how her second serve was vulnerable and how her serve is a problem. It shows how different, when someone doesn't have a strong serve and you play on clay, even if you do have a big serve on clay, your serve is always going to be in trouble on clay because it's not even, like even the best servers in the world are going to have trouble using their serve effectively on clay, right? But then when you go to the faster courts, her serve actually hasn't been that bad, Eala. I mean, she didn't even face a break point in that first set. She hasn't been broken nearly as much as she was on clay. So is her serve a problem or is her clay court tennis a problem? You know, maybe the clay courts are to blame for her serving problems and not her serve. You know what I'm saying? Because her serve's been great. She hasn't been getting broken that much on the grass. Like her serve's been really, really solid for the most part. She is barely. It doesn't feel like she's being, getting broken as much. Even more better on the grass than maybe even Miami. Because in Miami she was getting broken a few times, but I feel like her serve has almost improved with the clay tennis. She's had to, because when your serve is a problem, you go to the slow surface, you got to figure out how to make it not a problem because otherwise you're going to get bageled. But it seems like her serve has it improved through the clay court season? I don't know. I mean, she doesn't seem to be having a big problem with her serve. It's not as attackable on the grass. All right, backhand now from Eala. That goes long. It's love 15. Now she'll get broken, because you said, chat, because you jinxed it. So Eala has played a lot of tennis lately. So she played in Ilkley and then played Nottingham qualifiers. So she's played. This is her. Sorry, she played Nottingham, and then she played the qualies of this. So she's played in the last week. She's played 4 matches. 4 matches. Sorry, she's played 6 matches in like 8 days. Like I said, so she played Nottingham qualifiers. Then she played Lynette and she lost. And then she had a day off. And then I think was it the next day? The day after losing to Lynette, she went straight to. No, sorry. She did. Sorry, rewind. So she played in Ilkley. She played that. She made it to the quarterfinals. She then had a day off. No. She then went straight to the first round of qualies in Nottingham and made it to the first round of that. And then she lost to Lynette, which I think must have been on the Tuesday. She then had, I think, 2 days off, and then she played the qualies of this tournament. And now she's been playing 3 days in a row here. So she's played a lot of tennis in the last couple of weeks. She's played, let me guess, 9 matches in the last 2 weeks. So it's been pretty hectic of a schedule. But her grass season's been great. She's won 6 matches. She's only lost 3 to this point. So she's trying to win 7 out of 10. Or 7 out of 10. So she's been really good on the grassy yellow. It's been good. Now she's played obviously a lot more lower ranked players and a lot of qualifier qualies, but still, she's having a good preparations for grass. It's been good preparations. All right, 40-15 here as Eala serves again. All right, 40-15. Yeah, she played in Birmingham. No, she played... What did she play? She played Birmingham? Yeah, she played Birmingham during the French Open, as Eala gets the one love. And then she lost that to Fruhvirtova. But then since then, she's only lost 2 matches and she's won like 6. So yeah, she lost to Fruhvirtova. Then she won a couple of matches. Then she lost to Marino. And then she won a couple of matches, lost to Lynette. And then she won a couple of matches here. So, and by the way, she lost to Fruhvirtova, who made the final of Birmingham, Marino, who made the final of that Ilkley tournament, and then she lost to Lynette, who made the semifinals of Nottingham. So she's losing to players that have made it. Like she doesn't lose to someone and then they lose the next round. Like she's losing to players that are making deep runs at these tournaments. So, but she's also winning matches herself. Which is good. So if you're an Eala fan, she's having a very good grass court preparation. It's been good. It's been good. She's won probably more matches on grass than most players because you don't get that much preparation. I mean, I tell you this: she's won more matches on grass than Coco Gauff has. She's won more matches on grass than Sabalenka, and they're the favourites for Wimbledon, right? All right, 15. Love Bronzetti trying to get a game. Also, Fonseca trying to break here. As the return goes in the back of Bergs. Bergs in the net. Advantage Fonseca. She's only losing the players that had deep runs. Yeah, exactly. So she's been good. She's had a good grass season. Especially compared to the clay, right? We compare it to the clay. Her clay season was not it. Bronzetti 40 love as Bergs hits an ace and gets back to deuce. Last year at Wimbledon, she lost in the final round of qualies to Lulu Sun, who made the quarterfinals of Wimbledon as well. Yeah. Yep. All right. Bergs serves out wide. Fonseca gets it back. Bergs to 4-1 winner, and it's advantage to Bergs. Advantage Bergs. As Bronzetti serves the fault, second serve. Oh, no, it was ace. All right. Bronzetti on the board. 1-1 in the second. Eala, her game-winning streak stops at 7. I'm hoping to get a Lynette versus Eala rematch in the quarterfinals. Well, we might get a rematch against Penko first, which I would love to see. 4-3 Bergs, he holds. 4-3. All right, Bronzetti hits a backhand in the net. And it's 15-love. $15-love. There's a default from Eala, second serve. By the way, chat, I think it's fair to say that these two players, Eala and Fonseca, I'm just trying to think of anyone else. Maybe Mensik, but maybe not on the same level. But I think these two players, Fonseca and Eala, are probably the two most exciting players of 2025. Or at least they've been the most spoken about players. Like, people are going crazy over Fonseca before he even started the year. And Eala, obviously, post-Miami, has been getting a lot of coverage. I'm just trying to think. I mean, I don't think people are talking the same as much as... I mean, look, obviously people talk about Alcaraz and Sinner. But in terms of players that are outside the top 50 or around outside the top 30, are these two players the most exciting players outside the top 30? I definitely feel like they're most talked about. 40 love Eala. I'm just trying to think. I mean, Osaka does get spoken about a lot too, maybe. On the men's side, I don't think many players. Maybe Mensik, like I said. Maybe Menchik, but again, I'm not sure if he is even in the... if he's in the list, you know? All right. Eala holds 2-1 in the second. Lynette has a first-round rematch against Yastrzemska from Eastbourne, where she recently lost in the Nottingham semis. That's crazy that happened. That's crazy. All right, Bergs hits the winner, 15-0. 15-0. By the way, Bergs is definitely a new generation player as well. He's got that. He's comfortable at the net. He's got that aggressive mindset that all these new guys have. You know, he's attack first, which I'm appreciating. He's definitely the same as Fonseca. They're both trying to hit winners. As Fonseca gets a winner down the line, nope. Bergs gets it back, but it goes out. Goes in to the net. But the win took that one. 30-15. He's 25. Yeah, Bergs isn't a young player, but he has that sort of aggressive, which is rare for a 25-year-old. Most of the guys that are sort of 25 to 30 are defensive, right? You know, we're talking about Medvedev, Zverev, you know, Tsitsipas. You know, they're not really attack first, but he is he's aggressive. You know, definitely more of the attacking type. He's 26. He must have just turned 26. But he has got that attack first mentality, which is good because that's what all the young guys are doing. So he's maybe ahead of the curve when it comes to his generation. As that forehand goes in from Bergs, the forehand of Fonseca on the stretch. Bergs goes down the line. As Fonseca slices it back, Bergs with a slice again. Into the back of Fonseca. Bergs slice again is a drop shot in the net. And it's 40-30 Fonseca. As he looks to level. Wimbledon qualifiers have just started. Nice. Anyone playing that is of note? Beginning of the year, you could add Tien and Beseveretti on ATP, but they haven't performed on hard courts. Looking forward to see how they do for the rest of the year. Yeah, but see, I agree. Post Australian Open, those two were definitely, and look, Tien is definitely, Beseveretti went back and I think he played challenges, whereas Tien's had some success since the Australian Open, but not on clay. His clay court tennis wasn't the same. But I feel like Fonseca it started last year at the end of the year when he won the Next Gen Finals, but then before the Australian Open even begun, Fonseca won a challenger. And I think that's where, at least that's where I started to go, holy, like this guy's crazy. And then he goes on and beats Rublev, and then he keeps going and he does other things, right? Whereas Tien, I don't think pre-Australian Open, nobody was really mentioning Tien as much as we were after he did all those, great things in Melbourne. So I don't know if the hype pre-Australian Open was as high for Tien as it was for Fonseca. Because Fonseca was winning 18-year-old winning challenger events on hard courts, and we're like, holy shit, thought he was a clay guy, Plus also the next gen finals last year I think helped a lot. Whereas Basevareddy pre-Australian Open, nobody was talking about Basevareddy as much as they were when he got a set of Djokovic, and it was way more, people were way more impressed by that, right? But you're right. Since that moment, Tien did go on to beat Zverev, I think. But I think Tien's best surface is going to be hard courts. Whereas Fonseca, disappointing clay court, because I think we expected more. Like, maybe a title on clay, but he seems to be pretty decent on fast courts as well. Like Miami was decent, until he played Demonor. He was playing well. But yeah, it'd be cool to see Tien back on the hard courts again. I think that's when we're going to hopefully see his best. 15:40, Eala to get back the break. $15.40 to get the break. You reckon Alex can beat Penko again? I don't know if Penko's going to get through the first round. She's got to get through the first round first. All right. Bronzetti serves a fault and slaps the ball in the net. Second serve. Second serve, Bronzetti. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes to the backhand of Bronzetti. Eala backhand. Into the backhand of Bronzetti. And Eala with a slice forehand. Bronzetti backhand again. Into the forehand of Eala. And then Bronzetti hits a backhand long. And Eala's got the break. 3-1 in the second. All right. 3-1 in the second. Yeah, Fonseca won a title in February on clay. Yep. So that helped. That kept him going, But yeah, it's been good. Hey, Pia, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. You found it. Thank you for that. You didn't need to do that. Appreciate that, though. Thanks for becoming a member. Sorry I missed it. I was not checking the chat. But thank you for becoming a member. All right, Bergs holds 5-4, and Fonseca's going to serve to stay in the set. All right, Eala goes to 15 love. At least Eala is holding serve consistently today. Oh, she's been serving consistently for weeks. Her serve hasn't been a problem at all for most of the matches. Is this a qualifier or a legit round? This is her first round. Yes. She's first round of Eastbourne. Watching Jubb versus Taranti. Jubb set up. Nice. Also playing qualies is Goyo and Nagel. Oh, nice. Okay, a couple of familiar names. As a return goes in the forehand of Eala. Bronzetti with a forehand winner. That's 15 all. All. Now, Bronzetti has got tape on her knee, but I don't think that's the reason she's down. All right. 15 love. All right. As we get a slice in the net from Fonseca, and it's 15-all. 40-30 here, Eala to go to 4-1. Might be the best match she's played this week. Is it a forehand winner from... Oh, no, it went wide by Fonseca. And it's 15-30. Bergs' chance to take the set. Eala keeps hitting her hip and thigh. I wonder if she's cramping. She seems to do that as like a thing. It's like she seems to do that as like a routine. I don't think it's anything, because we saw her do that like a couple of weeks ago. I think she just does that, you know. All right. We get the deuce. As the return goes in the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Bronzetti on the stretch. As Eala forehand again to the forehand of Bronzetti. She can't get it. Advantage Eala. All right, 30-all here. 30-all. Fonseca trying to consolidate this. Sorry, trying to hold this serve. 30-all and keep this set alive. All right, 40-30. Nice hitting from Fonseca. As Eala backhand down the line. The backhand of Bronzetti. Bronzetti in the net. 4-1 Eala. She is kicking ass. (4-1) in the second. This is a very impressive match. But again, like I said, chat, when she qualified yesterday, by the way, she is stretching out her legs. So maybe there is some soreness. She has played a lot of tennis, Eala, in the last couple of weeks. So maybe she is feeling a little bit sore. But luckily for her, this match is going very quickly. And she might get a day off tomorrow, which means that she'll be able to, recover. Did say yesterday, when she qualified, Bronzetti would be one of the best matchups for her. I don't think it'd be this good, but I don't think she'd be winning this easily. But, she could have easily have gotten drawn against, Sophia Kenin, right? And that is, on a grass court, on any court, that is a dangerous matchup. So yeah, I feel like this has been, she's gotten a nice, and you don't get to pick the qualies where you go, they just kind of throw them in. So she has gotten a favorable matchup, which is nice. But the next round, she might have to play Ostapenko, which is definitely not favorable. And she might have to play Ostapenko tomorrow. I don't know if she gets a day off. But if she does, then that'll definitely help her. But yeah, she might have to play tomorrow against Penko. By the way, set point saved by Fonseca. Now, I wouldn't say it's a lucky draw. I'm just saying that it could have been worse. She could have had a tough draw, like a tougher draw, But she got a good outcome. And look, she could have lost yesterday, and then she wouldn't even be here. So she earned her spot as a quali. But sometimes you do have to get maybe a little bit of luck, depending on who you face. Whereas last week when she qualified, she got unlucky and she had to play Lynette, who's one of the hardest players in the draw. So that's how it works sometimes. I wouldn't say she has a lucky draw, though, because she's going to have to play Penko. If Penko wins today, that's a tough draw. But she got luck, a little bit of luck in this. She could have, like I said, she could have played Kenin first round instead. So first round, she got a little luck, but that's good. She earned her spot. Can't say that she doesn't deserve to be here. As we have a forehand now from Eala to the backhand of Bronzetti. Eala with a forehand again to the backhand of Bronzetti. Into the forehand of Eala. It's Bronzetti. Goes to the backhand of Eala. Again to the forehand of Bronzetti. Eala, another backhand. Into the Bronzetti forehand. Eala on the stretch. Goes down the line for a winner. Great rally. Love 15. Also Fonseca trying to hold on. As we just slice now to the backhand of Bergs. Forehand now from Fonseca's a winner. Advantage Fonseca. Watching Eala match and your stream at the same time because I'm learning from you about tennis. Hopefully you stick around. I appreciate it. By the way, everybody who's watching Eala right now, Eala's match might finish before Fonseca. I hope you stick around for Fonseca because if you like Eala, Fonseca is one of the exciting young players on the men's side of things. So if you want to get into men's tennis, he's probably the guy you want to pick because, you can jump on Alcaraz and Sinner and you can pick one of the favorites. But if you want to start from, a similar level, I think Eala's probably at a similar, they're not the same age, but a similar sort of starting point. Fonseca is about the same ranking. They're both trying to rise. They're both up-and-coming players. So if you want an up-and-coming player like Eala, Fonseca's probably your guy. All right, 5-5. And he is exciting. You will not be disappointed. Trust me, he is an exciting player. So all the Eala fans, I would be jumping off Fonseca. As Eala hits it out, 30-15. So stick around and watch him once, if this match finishes soon. Eala does keep stretching out. But like I said, I think it's because she is, she's played a lot of tennis. And her legs are getting a bit sore, which is fair enough. Hopefully she gets a day off tomorrow. I'm a Gauff fan, sorry. That's all right. I'm talking about the people that aren't here. Or that haven't picked a player yet. 30-15, Bronzetti serves. A fault. No, sorry, it was in. My bad. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a double fault. Okay, 30-all. Chance for Eala to get the double break and then serve the match. Also, love 15 here as Fonseca tries to get the break in the middle of this, at the end of this first set. Forehand slice the forehand of Bergs. Backing it from Fonseca in the net, 15-all. As we served in the tee from Bronzetti. That's a fault. Second serve. There's a backhand return from Eala to the backhand of Bronzetti on the stretch. But Bronzetti in the net, 30-40 Eala. Also, Eala handling these conditions so much better because she has played all week in the wind. So she's got these conditions figured out. All right, Bronzetti serving to try and survive. Very windy at Eastbourne. Serve to the backhand of Eala, but it's a fault. Bronzetti smacks the ball on the ground again. Also, Fonseca's got 15-30. There's a forehand now from Fonseca. Passing shot down the line. Goes... Oh, it was going out. Bergs hits it in for a volley winner, but it was going wide. Bergs, I don't know why he did that. Maybe he was worried that it was going to come back in, but he puts it away, 30-all. Also, Bronzetti survives. We get to deuce. Bronzetti serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Return the forehand of Bronzetti. Eala backhand on the stretch. Bronzetti with a forehand to the forehand of Eala. To the backhand of Bronzetti as Eala with another forehand. Down the line. Bronzetti gets with the forehand again to the forehand of Eala. Into the forehand of Bronzetti. As Eala with a backhand cross. Into the forehand of Bronzetti. Again the backhand of Eala. As Bronzetti with a backhand inside out wide. And it's advantage Eala for the double break and to serve for the match. And Eala's definitely limping. She is feeling the amount of tennis she's played. She definitely looks like she's walking around with... You know when you do exercise, chat, and then your legs feel really heavy? She kind of has that look about her, where her legs just look like... They're not cramping, but it just seems like she's like her leg... She looks sore. She definitely looks sore. But again, if she can get through this match this quickly, then she can have plenty of recovery time. All right, advantage Eala. Second set, Bronzetti to the backhand of Eala. Good return to the forehand of Bronzetti. And Eala with the backhand on the stretch goes in the net. We're back to deuce. As Bergs gets to advantage. Yeah, I think she gets a day off tomorrow. I'm not sure. Yeah, lactic acid buildup, exactly. I think she does get a day off tomorrow. Just depends on Penko. Is Penko playing today? No. Okay, so she will get a day off tomorrow. That goes in the net from Eala, and it's advantage Bronzetti. Bergs holds, by the way. Yeah, so tomorrow, Ostapenko's playing tomorrow, so that means she won't play tomorrow. Eala will get a day off. So that's good. Yeah, she'll get a rest day, which is what she probably needs because she's played so much tennis. Not just this week. So yeah, she'll get a day off tomorrow, which is good. She can recover and then possibly play Penko. If she wins this match. As the return goes in, the forehand of Bronzetti, up goes a lob. It goes into the forehand of Eala. There's Bronzetti forehand. To the backhand of Eala. Again to the forehand of Bronzetti. Eala backhand on the stretch. Goes down the line of the backhand of Bronzetti. And Bronzetti in the net. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Also 6-5 to Bergs. As he tries to win the first set. He had a set point in the last game. All right, serve is a fault from Bronzetti. Second serve. And the return goes to one of Bronzetti. Into the forehand of Eala. Bronzetti now the backhand of Eala, but it's in the net by Bronzetti. And it is set break point again to take a double break in this second set. And to then serve for the match. All right, serve again. Bronzetti. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve as the return goes in the forehand of Eala. Down the line of the backhand of Bronzetti. Sorry, forehand from Eala to the net. Bronzetti with a passing shot winner. All right, we get back to deuce. All right. We get to deuce. Serve to the backhand of Bronzetti. From Eala. Bronzetti forehand to the backhand of Eala. Now Bronzetti hits the backhand. Eala with a drop shot. Bronzetti forehand on the line. Eala with a pass is a winner. And Eala gets another break point for a double break in the second set. And a serve for the match. Also 40-15. Fonseca to get to a tiebreak first set. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 250,000 subs this year. And we're less than 1,000 away, which is cool. As Eala hits a return. No. Yes, winner. 5-1. Eala is going to serve for this match. All right. All right. 1-love Bergs as Eala serves for the match. All right. Eala serving to the backhand. Forehand of Bronzetti and backhand in the net from Eala. Love 15. Love 15. As we get to 1-1 here in the tiebreak. Drop shot from Fonseca's good, but the pickup by Bergs is better, and he hits a cross-court winner 2-1. Bergs gets the mini break. As Eala serves. At 15-all, return goes in by Bronzetti. Slice from Eala goes to the forehand of Bronzetti. Bronzetti puts it away, 15-30. She has got the double break. If she needs it, Eala. 15-30. Super windy at this event. Both of these matches, by the way, are at Eastbourne. So it is both of these matches are being played at this venue. So all of these players have to deal with this weather. It's a backhand return from Bronzetti goes in the net. It's 30-all. 30-all. As we serve from Eala to the backhand of Bronzetti. Eala with the forehand win up, and Eala's got match points 40-30. Match point for Eala to just dominate. I mean, what a win. What a win. And Bronzetti is like no slouch. It's not like Bronzetti's just some random ass player. Like, she is currently ranked 46 in the world. I mean, this is 59 in the world. So not top 20, but still. Bronzetti is a seasoned veteran, or at least a seasoned player. She's been around for a while. This is a massive win. Or massive result. There's a bit of backhand now from Eala into the forehand of Bronzetti. Eala backhand to the backhand of Bronzetti. As Eala back on the stretch, goes in the net, we get to deuce. Like, this is a super one-sided match. All right. As Eala comes in with a forehand and puts it away. And it's advantage Eala, match point number 2. Match point number 2. Fonseca, by the way, 4-3. We'll get to his tiebreak in a second. Baptiste was 54 in the world. Okay, well, there you go. Back-to-back players that are high ranked. That's nice. That's good. All right, serve. Into the back of Bronzetti. Return. Goes into the front of Eala. Slice is good. Bronzetti with a lob. And then Eala with a forehand cross-court. Bronzetti with a pass. Eala with a drop volley. Winner! And Eala dominates. Love and 1. Beats Bronzetti in straight sets. And is into the second round in an hour. I mean, an hour and 1 minute. That was very, very, very one-sided. GG's. And now she might have to play Penko. Rematch. But great win. Great win by Eala. Dominating win by Eala. All right, 4-all, by the way. as Bergs hits it wide. And like I said, if you want to keep watching, and again, I would encourage you to keep watching because like I said, if you like Eala, Fonseca is probably a good player on the men's side of things. If you want to start watching men's tennis as well, I would say Fonseca would be a good equivalent and is sort of the 2025 version of what maybe Eala is on the women's side. At least, the player that everyone's expecting to do well and is interested to watch and see how he rises. He's definitely that guy on the men's side. So if you want to keep watching the male version of Eala, I don't know if that's even a thing. But yeah. By the way, Eala didn't face a break point in the entire match. That's impressive. That is very impressive, considering her serve has been something that's been critiqued. As Bergs shanks it, it goes in the backhand of Fonseca. Backhand out from Bergs, again the backhand of Fonseca. Into the backhand of Bergs. Bergs hits it out, 6-4 Fonseca. To take the first set. By the way, this first set's been going the same amount of time as that whole match just went. It's 1 hour for this first set, and that match is over. I mean, crazy. Eala, by the way, won't play tomorrow. She'll get a day off tomorrow, and then she'll come back and she'll play on Wednesday against either Cartel or Ostapenko. So both not easy matches because Cartel being at home is difficult, and Penko, of course, is Penko. Good serve down the tee. A return goes in from Bergs into the forehand of Fonseca. Bergs with the forehand to the backhand of Fonseca. Fonseca in the net. We're back on serve. 6-4. 6-4. Sorry, 6-5. Fonseca. 6-5. No worries. Thanks, everybody. If you are leaving, don't forget to subscribe and come back in a couple of days. If you want to keep watching, but if you want to keep watching, we're still here. Watching Fonseca. 6-5. There's a fault from Berg. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Fonseca. Fonseca in the net. They change ends at 6-6. 6-all. It's raining in bad on Berg. Damn it. Well, we're going to watch that later, maybe. Hopefully. Next round, 16 for Eala. Yep. Eala is in the round of 16. Like I said, you'll take on either Ostapenko or Cartel. Both tricky players for different reasons. One, because she's a Grand Slam champion, a very tough all-round player. And the other one, because it's in her home country. All right, Berg serving. He's just saved 2 set points. Both have had set points, by the way. And then an ace down the tee. All right, Bergs to take the first set, but it's on Fonseca's serve. All right, 7-6. All right, we're going to fault second serve. Second serve Fonseca. Serve to the forehand of Bergs. Good return. Fonseca gets it back. Bergs' forehand goes just out. Hawkeye called it out. 7-all. Bergs thought it was in. Wait, is it in? It's saying that it's in. Hawkeye said it's in, but said it's out. Oh, the umpire's like, oh shit, what happened? The replay said it was on the line. Hawkeye said out. It was called out, but it showed it was in. Oh no, what's going on? Remember, it's automatic line calls. That was in. I mean, it showed in. How can you show that it's in and then say it's out? How could you show Hawkeye saying it's in and then be like, nah, it was out. Sorry, they called it out. But the replay said it was in. Like, you have to go with the replay, right? Which means Bergs will win the set. You have to go with Hawkeye. Bergs is going to flip if he loses the point. Oh, how do you call that out? How do you show that in and then call it out? Bergs is like, what the hell was that? Bergs should be rioting. How do you call that out but then show the replay in? That's insane. That is insane. That is crazy. How is that possible? Chad, how is that possible? How do you show the replay that it was on the line and then call it out? That's insane. Bergs is cool with it, but I'm like, that's not, what the hell was that? That's crazy. Why did they show a replay of it then? That's insane. What happened? Anyways, 4 in the back of Bergs. What? If Bergs loses this set, he's going to lose his mind. 8-7 for Fonseca. Yeah, why did they show the replay? Because Bergs is like, dude, I just thought it was in. What are you calling it out for? Hawkeye is right, but Hawkeye also called it out. I don't get it. That's crazy. How? I don't understand. How did the umpire say, no, sorry, it was out? The replay showed it on the line. Crazy. Anyways, 8-7 Fonseca. Berg should have won this set, I think. He serves an ace out wide, 8-all. I don't get it. So what happened was Bergs hit the ball. Hawkeye called it out. The replay showed that it was, like the replay of Hawkeye showed it was on the line. And then the umpire said, no, it was called out. But the replay showed it in. But the replay showed that it was on the line. So how do you... So the replay was wrong? Like, what do you mean? But the replay's Hawkeye. Bergs hit the tape, goes in. He's got another set point, 9-8. I don't get it. I'm confused. Yeah, I mean, you would have thought that the video replay of it would have been what... That should have been what... That's like the... I mean, if there were lines people and Bergs challenged, the Hawkeye would have showed it was in, so he would have won the point. But because there's no lines people, it's automatic, and I don't know. Anyways, Bergs, he might still win this set anyway. As he hits the 400 line, up goes a lob by Fonseca, that goes out, okay. Bergs wins the set anyway, so nothing's going to come of this. But Bergs is talking to the umpire, he's like, you made me play 4 more points. I mean, this should be a discussion, because what the hell is going on? Like, how? I don't understand how that's possible. Luckily, Bergs won the set, because if Bergs had lost the set, shit would have gone crazy. But luckily, he won. Yeah, he won it anyway, but if Bergs had lost that set, it would have been a huge talking point. But now, I mean, maybe sigh of relief. He won anyway, who cares? Don't talk about it. By the way, if you want to keep watching Bergs versus Fonseca, jump on over. But, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand how the replay is not what... why would they even show Bergs that replay? That's crazy. How did that get wrong? And then but the call was out. I don't understand. Anyways, jump on over. Eala wins in just over an hour, 1 minute over the hour, and she's into the second round. She won't play tomorrow. She'll play on Wednesday against possibly Ostapenko. We love that rematch, but Eala wins in straight sets.